Hello everyone. To my subscribers, a huge thank you. If you are new here, welcome to JT on the Go. Today we are visiting the La Almonia Museum in Old Town Valencia. La Almonia is an archaeological museum. Here you will find ruins and artifacts from the Roman Empire, one of the first Roman cities established outside of Rome. The museum is built over the ruins. On the ground level, you will find most of the artifacts that are up for display. Some of the artifacts down here are not fully lit, so I'm just giving you guys a warning. Here are a few pictures of some of the artifacts that I found in the museum. This map on the screen shows all of the locations that the ruins are located. To give you an idea of the scale of this place, let's just say that it is in the medieval period. There was a charity center for the disadvantaged on the spot. In fact, the Valencian word Almonia means alms, lending the museum its name. This is actually a very deep hole. In some places that there are deep holes, there are windows on the ground so you can see what is below your feet. It can be a little scary at times. Here are some of the cases that are in display on the lower level. These are like little pots or cups. Some of the artifacts are still laid in the ruins. La Almonia Museum is a 2,500 meter square space near the Cathedral de Valencia. It is an amazing collection of archaeological remains from the historical periods.
This is what we saw from above.
Here is where there were once heated baths. That's how the locals of the Roman Empire used to clean themselves. This area that we're in was a place for monumental tombs, which basically means that a cemetery was once here. You can't see most of it, but that is the bones of a dead person. That means we are in the area that I just talked about. Here's a little storage area where they stored things that could go into these bottles. The next part that we are in is the part that was once a factory. It was devoted to a small scale of making food products. This included olive oil, wine, and garum, which is a fish oil that can add flavor to fish. Like soy sauce can add flavor to sushi in Japan. This was long before Italy became known for spaghetti, Caesar salads, and pizza. All of it was destroyed in the building's collapse. Here are a few more tombs. As you can see, they limit the amount of lighting to preserve the artifacts. The apse was erected on the rubble of the goal where a saint is believed to have been martyred. It is the only vestige that remains of the building. It is perhaps a small church, which would have been intended precisely to commemorate this sacred place. The surrounding area was used as a cemetery for 300 years. The Curia was the building where the city senate had its seat, and for the reason, this privileged place within the assembly of the forum, and possessed a particularly stately architecture. There are special walkways that you travel on to wander about to see the ruins, so that you cannot come into contact with them.
A reward country.
We're walking on an elevated see-through path right next to the ruins. The Forum was the main element of the urban landscape, a large public square where the religious, commercial, and legal life of the city took place. It was the site of the public buildings connected with municipal government, as well as of statues, benefactors, and temples dedicated to the gods. So far, this archaeological site is actually cool to see. At first, this stuff is unrecognizable. You don't even know what it's supposed to be. There are signs on the side of the railings that help you identify what each part of this museum was when it was built. The Horium was the public building where the harvest of grain and other products were kept to assure the city's supply of goods. It always sat at the central place, so it could be guarded and conveniently reached. This used to be a major road with a drinking fountain, but now it's unidentified. In Roman urban planning, the importance of a city was denoted not only by the buildings in the Forum, there were other constructions that contributed to the prestige. There was a case of a large fountain called Nipea, which began to be built in the 2nd century AD. The Nephium of Valencia stood on the same site where the sanctuary devoted to the water cult was previously found. The foundation of a Roman city began with the plotting of two main thoroughfares, which crossed it from end to end. These were the cardio maximums running north to south, and streets ran parallel to these two thoroughfares, forming a grid that gave shape to the insulet or blocks of houses. Here's a few more tombs. The picture in the back is what this part used to be. There is a lot of archaeological stuff that is under this glass ceiling. There's actually water that is flowing over the glass ceiling. That concluded the tour. This is the map of everything we checked out. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it. Subscribe and follow on Instagram for more. This is JT on the Go signing off.